So the next one, Al-Kitabu alladhi ala al-maktabi lil-mudiri. Al-Kitabu mubtada, alladhi is the sifa because it's an ism mawsul that's coming after a noun with al, so it's playing the role of sifa. Because it is ism mawsul, I will look for its sila, which will start right after it. So ala is part of the sila. Ala is a harf of jar, so it will have an ism majroor right after it, that is al-maktabi. Al al-maktabi stay together. After it, I don't see any relationship, so I end the sila here. The book which is on the desk, lil mudiri belongs to the mudir, is the khabar. Lil mudiri is khabar. Which type? Jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. As-sariru alladhi fil ghurfati lil mudiri. As-sariru mubtada, alladhi sifa. What is its sila? Fil ghurfati. What kind of sila is it? Jar majroor is shibu jumla is the sila. Lil mudiri, what is it? Jar majroor, shibu jumla, it is the khabar. So as-sariru alladhi fil ghurfati, they all will stay in the mubtada train. Lil mudiri will be in the khabar train. The bed which is in the room belongs to the mudir. At-talibu alladhi fil ghurfati min al-kuwaiti. At-talibu mubtada, alladhi sifa. Why? Because a relative pronoun that comes after a noun with al is its sifa. A relative pronoun always has a sila which comes after it. Fil ghurfati is the sila. Is min part of the sila? No, there is no relationship between al ghurfa and min. We stop at al ghurfa. Fil ghurfati is the jar majroor, and that is the sila. Min al kuwaiti is jar majroor, but it is khabar. The student who is in the room is from Kuwait. At-talibu alladhi kharaja min al-Kuwaiti. At-talibu mubtada, alladhi is the sifa, kharaja is its sila. What type of sila is it? It's a jumla fi'liya. It's a verbal sentence, which we haven't done, but inshallah. So that is the sila. What is the khabar of this sentence? Min al-Kuwaiti is the khabar. What type of khabar is min al-Kuwaiti? Jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. The student who went out is from Kuwait. And on this side we see the feminine mubtada and the feminine ism mawsul. Remember, ism mawsul being a sifa has to match in number, gender, all the properties with the mawsuf, which in this case is the mubtada. As-sayyaratu allati amama al-masjidi lil mudiri. As-sayyaratu is mubtada, allati is the sifa, amama al-masjidi is the sila, zarf and mudaf ilayh. Lil mudiri is the khabar of the sentence, jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. The car which is in front of the masjid is for the mudir. As-sa'atu allati ala al-maktabi lil mudiri. As-sa'atu mubtada, allati sifa, ala al-maktabi silatul mawsul, jar majroor. Lil mudiri is jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. The watch which is on the desk is for the mudir. Al-haqibatu allati fil ghurfati lil mudiri. Al-haqibatu mubtada, allati is its sifa. Fil ghurfati is the silatul mawsul for allati. Lil mudiri is jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar of the sentence. The bag which is in the room is for the mudir. At-talibatu allati fil ghurfati min al-Kuwaiti. At-talibatu is mubtada, allati is the sifa at-taliba. Fil ghurfati is silatul mawsul for allati. Min al-Kuwaiti is jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. The student who is in the room is from Kuwait. At-talibatu allati kharajat min al-Kuwaiti. At-talibatu is the mubtada, allati is the sifa, kharajat is the jumla fi'liya, verbal sentence, which we haven't done. Min al-Kuwaiti is a khabar of this sentence, jar majroor, shibu jumla khabar. The student who went out is from Kuwait. Now let's look at longer sentences, and I want us to get very confident at solving long sentences which have silatul, which have sifa, which have ism mawsul as a sifa. And I don't want us to get scared, because we only have two trains. Our job is only to decide do words go in the mubtada train or do the words go in the khabar train, and that will make it very easy. The first one is color coded. Let's look at it. Al waladu tawilu alladhi kharaja min al fasli al ana talibun. Al waladu is the mubtada, first noun that is ma'rifa and raf status. At tawilu is the sifa of al waladu because it's matching in all properties. What about alladhi? When ism mawsool comes after a noun with al, it plays the role of sifa. Alladhi is the sifa of al waladu. Even though it's coming after at tawilu, it is the sifa of al waladu. It goes to al waladu. Alladhi is an ism mubham, so it needs a silatul mawsool. After alladhi begins the sila, kharaja. Now my question is, should I stop at kharaja? Then what is my khabar? If I stop at kharaja, is my khabar min al fasli? Okay. Then the sentence would be, the tall boy who went out is from the classroom. What do I do with the words al-ana and talibun? I can't fit them in the khabar train with min al-fasli. There's no connection. Okay, what about if min al-fasli was part of the sila, was connected to kharaja? Kharaja min al-fasli. He went out from the classroom. That does make sense. And al-ana gives me the time, now. So I keep all of this. Kharaja min al-fasli, al-ana is my sila. So then the khabar left is talibun. So actually the sentence was saying al-waladu talibun. The boy is a student. But it gave us more information about the boy, described the boy, the tall boy, the boy who went out from the classroom, just now, is a student. But you have to understand, there are two trains only, mubtada and khabar. All the words al-waladu, at-tawilu, alladhi, kharaja, min, al-fasli, al-ana, they are all in the mubtada train. Talibun is the only one in the khabar train. So after al-ana, I put the main is. The tall boy who went out from the classroom just now is a student. So my job is going to be to figure out the trains, what words stay in which train. Al-waladu tawilu alladhi kharaja min al-fasli al-ana talibun min al-kuwaiti. Al-waladu mubtada, at-tawilu sifa, alladhi sifa. Now comes my job of figuring out sila for alladhi. Kharaja, yes, that's the beginning of the sila. Where does it end? Min al-fasli al-ana. Okay, that's just like the example above, so I stop here. Then what is my khabar? Talibun. He's a student. That sounds fine. What about min al-kuwaiti? I see a jar majroor. I know a khabar can be a khabar mufrad, which I find here, talibun. But I also find a jar majroor, min al-kuwaiti. So let's try it. Whenever I find my khabar mufrad, that is my main khabar. If I find a shibu jumla in addition to a khabar mufrad, that is what it is, an additional news. You can call it muta'alliqan bil khabar. They're giving me more information, but that's not the main information the sentence was giving me. So this sentence is saying the tall boy who went out from the class just now is a student from Kuwait. From Kuwait is additional information. Muta'alliqan bil khabar. So talibun min al-Kuwaiti stayed in the khabar train. The rest were in the mubtada train. Al-qalamu al-jadidu alladhi ala al-maktabi lil-mudarrisi. Al-qalamu mubtada, al-jadidu sifa, alladhi sifa. Up till now they're all going in mubtada train. Now to figure out the sila for alladhi. Ala harf jar, so it will need an ism majroor. Al-maktabi is ism majroor. Stay together. Li, no connection, stop. Sila is only ala al-maktabi. The new pen which is on the desk is, what is the khabar? Lil mudarrisi. What kind of khabar? Jar majroor, shibu jumla, khabar. The new pen which is on the desk belongs to the teacher. Number 3. البيت الكبير الذي في ذلك الشارع للوزير. البيت مبتدا، الكبير صفة، الذي صفة. Let's look for the sila of this silatul mawsool. Fi harf jar always will need ism majroor, which will come right after it. So zalika is this ism majroor for fi. But I see that zalika comes with ash-shari', that is making a pointing construction, so I keep them together. So my sila is fi zalika ash-shari', in that street. Lil waziri, for the minister. The big house which is in that street belongs to the minister.